Oh, whew, just in from a car wash. Took the car to the car wash. The guy that so many haters wanted gone just walked the Yankees off against the Padres. It feels so good when that happens, when the haters can shut up for a day, right? Well done. Well done. The Yankees have tied this series. Now have momentum heading into game 3 tomorrow when Garrett Cole's on the mound. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Corey. I know a lot of people are probably discouraged here too. My consigliere, Joel, Jonathan, my consigliere, Stephen B, Peanuts in the house. Catching my breath. The longest car wash ever. Yeah, don't worry about momentum in the first inning. You know, Sevy looked real good, Texas Buckeye. The king of Texas in the house too. He just sure did look like an ace. Yup. And my king, hold him down. And they've been patient. They were patient. And they were patient. You know what I mean? So, and are you folks happy? Hit the like button if you're happy that the Yankees won. Let's celebrate this friggin' win. Who else we got in the house? D-Rod's in the house. Yes, indeed. Mike Pellegrino's in the house. Kobe's in the house. What is good? Pari's here. YouTube should be less glitchy right now, so looks like we're in good shape now. But man, what a game. It's always nice celebrating a Yankees win, isn't it? Isn't it fantastic? Let's get this box score up. Shout out to everybody. And again, hit that like button just to celebrate this win. If you're happy with this win, hit that like button, gang. Tim King and Jordan's here. Gary Wanamaker. Eastside the Chef. Yeah, Odor. Odor is quietly productive for whatever team he's on. He was quietly good with the Yankees, too. You know, doesn't need a flashy batting average, but he made clutch plays. All right, so the game, let's just break it down really quickly. LeMahieu, RBI double in the first, make it 1-0. Then Tatis hit that home run in the fourth, tied 1-1. And Ha-Seong Kim, RBI single, put him up 2-1, the Padres. And then DJ tied it in the seventh, bottom, with a home run. And then IKF drove in Greg Allen, the ghost runner, with the winning run in the bottom of the 10th. Bonos Cantos, extra baseball. David Herrera, what is good, my man? Fired up. I like this type of stuff. I love celebrating Yankees wins like this. This is our fourth or fifth walk-off now. Fifth, right? Starting to pile up the list. So Gleyber Torres is 1 for 4. Judge was 1 for 4 with Anthony Rizzo 1 for 4. DJ LeMahieu 2 for 3. Again, a lot of folks are worried that he's hurt. And guys, offensively go through these ruts. But it's nice to see a game like this when DJ can say, I'm not going anywhere. You know, it's that type of game. Harrison Bader was 1 for 4. IKF was 1 for 4 with the key hit of the game-winning hit. Congratulations to IKF. Never gave up on you, brother. Never gave up on you. Oswaldo Cabrera 1 for 3. He's over the Mendoza line finally. Higashioka was 0 for 3. Anthony Volpe 0 for 3. Pitching-wise, Luis Severino, I know he fought to get that last batter, but if Torres hadn't booted that ball, then they'd probably gotten the next batter. But 6 2/3, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts and 82 pitches. So Mike King came in with a clean inning. Wandy Peralta, an inning in the third with the pick-off to get the guy out. Unbelievable. And then Clay Holmes came in. Got the win with a clean inning in the ninth, and in the 10th, excuse me. And that's the game right there, baby. The Yankees freaking win. Right? Yeah, exactly, with the bat flip. Take your bat flip, Tatis. Take it elsewhere. So I like the Yankee radio play broadcasters. I dig them. But I was listening to them on the way home. We went to get our cars washed, and I just walked in the door when I can't hit the freaking ball. So Twins bust 7 off Bassett. Good. I'm telling you, Jonathan. See, this is why I keep saying you move Torres to get some value from. You call up Oswald Peraza. Peraza will make the rest of the infield better defensively, and he's already shown he can hit at the major league level. He batted over 300 last year in a short period of time. And he's hitting 350 in AAA. So he's showing he's ready up here. Okay. And again, I would still move Volpe to second. It's not a knock on Volpe. I would rather maximize the defensive output of the infield, putting Peraza at short, Volpe at second. You still have Rizzo at first, and whoever's at third. Okay. Would it be DJ or whoever else? So Matt Crook did not pitch today. I'm guessing he'll pitch tomorrow, probably. Davey. Yeah, it looks like Stanton's probably coming back next weekend, too. A.K. Jordan's in the house. Yes, indeed. But, Jonathan, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is Peraza's defense is way better than Torres. Way better. Torres got potentially high upside with bat. I know that, but so does Peraza. Peraza got 6 years of control too. Torres is going to be a free agent after next year, and he's likely going to command a 9-figure contract. And if you're going to extend, like I talked about yesterday, you're going to extend Bader or Torres, I would go to Bader. His contract's going to be less expensive, okay, and it's not going to freeze up the rest of the Yankees. And the fact of the matter is, do they want to continue extending guys that haven't made that much of a difference on the team? Okay, I mean, Torres has done his thing, okay, but has he been a clutch difference maker on a regular basis? No, he's not. Okay, last year had a couple walk-offs, don't get me wrong. I give him that. But there are times, to me, I think the baseball move would be to call up Peraza and move Torres for value. I don't move him unless I'm getting value because he is a valuable player. So, you know what I mean? But that's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts. Let me know what yours are. Judges hit the night. Yeah, I know. Judge hits the ball hard, man. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Texas. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I would be extending Bader, and I would not wait, man. I would not wait until it gets too expensive. So, good, Joel. It's good to hear, Consiglio, that you're getting better. Recovery is important, man. Just take your time. You know, it'll get back. It'll get back. Push yourself when you feel like you can, because that's important too. But rest when you need you can, when you feel you can too. When you need to. No. Davey, yeah, I mean, yeah, no, you mean the shift? Yeah. We talked about this the other day. I mentioned the Torres trade to the White Sox. I mean, that the White Sox are a team that could return value for Gleyber Torres. So they, I think, are they, to me, the front runners that can address what the Yankees might need and get what they want in return. So I think with Torres and a prospect for, if they can get Giolito and a reliever like Joe Kelly or Aaron Bummer, I'd be all for it. I'd be all for it. And Torres has a year of control left after this year. So I think it's going to be Torres for Giolito and someone else, not Giolito for Torres and someone else. Giolito's going to be a free agent at the end of this year. But you never know. You never know, right, Pinstripe? But Cashman always waits. Yeah, Cashman's going to strike at the deadline. I don't know what the hell he's going to do, but I think he's going to shake it up. I think he's going to buy and sell. So, but let's just enjoy this win today. If anybody hasn't hit that like button, just do that now. Enjoy this win, baby. A walk-off against the Padres. We needed that, man. We needed that. Andrew Chafin? Maybe, but there are other guys I would pick over Chafin. He's not a free agent either. But who's Chafin with? Is he with Arizona? NFE, man. You see, this chat, this live stream is your breathing, is your recovery from a good 2.5 hours of training. Well done, dude. Well done, bro. Bellinger, I mean, Bellinger's got high upside, but look at his stats. They're not flashy or crazy, but you know, I don't know. I would see what they can get for Gleyber Torres. I would trade Torres for pitching. If I'm going to trade Severino, I'm going to trade Severino for an outfielder. So that's just my opinion. I know people don't think trading Severino would be a wise idea. I mean, this is one game. I would also make a corresponding move and bring in a pitcher to replace him as well. So that's what I would do. So I think he should be busy at the deadline. Yeah, man, he looked good. Texas Buckeye, King of Texas. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. And by the way, happy Memorial Day. All that's to serve the country. Thank you so much for serving as well. Happy Memorial Day for everybody, to everybody. So, yeah, I mean, 2 legit bats. We need a legit left field bat, right? Who can hit contact. So, and some kind of reinforcement in pitching. So, I'm sticking with the Carlos Rodon early July, David. That's what all signs are pointing towards, and he's recovering now. Well, and coming back to pitch more. So I will, I think I still say early July. Gradually, Anthony. I mean, still got Stanton needs to get healthy. Tommy Kahnle's coming back next week. And there's some I don't know what they're gonna do with Josh Johnson. So they still, I think they're gonna. At some point near the deadline in the summertime, they'll be all hands on deck. So I want to see how they are then. So yeah, I don't think I don't think Chafin's going to get moved, especially with the Diamondbacks playing really well. I doubt he's going to get moved. Jock is a clutch hitter too, but those are the names everybody's talking about too. So I don't think Jock is going to be the guy that they go after. I'd be surprised if they did. I'd be surprised. Well, same thing, Word Lifer. I mean, trading Torres and Severino, I said this the other day too, is not the same as trading Judge and Cole. The impact is not going to be as devastating as you think. Torres has a credible replacement in Oswald Peraza, who's shown now he's major league ready. Okay, and he's ready to come back to the majors where he was before. And Severino, I think, could be replaced as well. I worry about Severino's health. He could dominate, and all of a sudden, one day, he's going on IL with a groin pull or something, and that's my biggest worry. He hasn't shown he's on the end of a 4-year deal, 4-year extension, and he has about a year and a half of health on that. So that worries the hell out of me. That worries them. That's why I think they should sign 2 starting pitchers in the offseason. 2 starting pitchers in the offseason. So, yep, Severino increased his value. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, and if he keeps doing that and showing, I mean, a team will overpay for him. A team will overpay for him. Now, but then if he's playing that well, do the Yankees move him at that point? We don't know. But if you can get a team to overpay, yeah, you do it, dude. I love having you here, NFE, man. Thanks for saying that, man. It is my therapy session too from the outside world. There's so much stuff going on, and there's so much hate out there, and there's so much just, it's not healthy. This is my Robitussin. You guys and gals are my therapy. So I mean, USA. This is Zen right here with you guys and gals. So thank you. And I'm with you, Word Lifer, too, but 100% Torres and Severino, man. People think I'm nuts for it, but to me, it's a logical move or logical moves. I'm about to go to the Trop Orange Kershaw. And Glasnow just got called up today, Pinstripes. He got called up today, Glasnow. So that'd be a good game, Kershaw and Glasnow. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. Not going to get a better set. We don't know. We don't know who's available, Jordan. Just don't know yet. It's too early. It's too early. And I would love to get Josh Hader, but I don't know if the Padres are going to move his ass. Unless they're completely out of it, then they can move Hader. Sevy can deal. But again, is he going to be the difference maker? You say Sevy and Torres here. Now, will they be difference makers over guys who can get 4? Because if you move Torres, let's just say for Giolito, who can replace Sevy, and then you get a reliever too. You get another arm in the bullpen. So that leaves the flexibility to move a Severino for something that the Yankees need. It just to me it makes sense, but I know a lot of others it doesn't. But but it's we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. All of our top prospects for who? It depends. It really depends on who's going to be available, Jordan. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see, and we just don't know yet. We don't know yet. So your girlfriend's a Marine vet. Thank you for her too. Thank you for her service too, man. Vet day, yeah. Remember the fallen always, man. I got a couple uncles who, one of them did multiple tours in Vietnam, passed away later of Agent Orange, and then a couple of two that were in Vietnam. So, I don't know what the deals with YouTube. It was a little glitchy yesterday, so I think we're back on track now. Other than Torres, who I think realistically would not be with the Yankees, I'm guessing Sevy too, Davey. He's movable. And I hope he remains healthy too, but it's just there's no guarantee. So, yeah, I do realize that. You never know. A team can be one player away, and they can give up a player who's in excess in a position and prospects or whatnot. So, and again, if we traded Sevy, we traded Torres for starting pitcher, replaced them, that's already taken care of the starting pitching. So you see what you get. Depends on the other moves that Cashman could make. So, and I don't think he's only going to move Sevy if he moves Sevy at all. It just doesn't make sense to just move him. It doesn't. So, you know what I mean? But I do realize that, Jordan. Yes. 100%, dude. Yeah, I mean, the whole team hasn't been healthy yet, play limits. It's just, they haven't been all healthy yet. So, yeah. And I'm telling you, Aaron Nolas, it's one of my guys. I think they should go after the offseason. Crook, maybe tomorrow, Jonathan. We'll see. We'll see. And yes, we do need a better bench, Isai. You're 100% right on there. 100%. I personally would pass on Wheeler. I'm not sure if he would. At this point, why he's moving him back to the American League. I'm not sure. It's intriguing. Intriguing. Buckeye, appreciate that. You guys and gals are the best family up on YouTube, man. I appreciate you all. Joel, my consigliere, thank you. Thank you. And the Wonderlands, I did. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Man, it looks intriguing. Wink the man. Looks intriguing. Pitching is tricky. It is tricky. Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a point too. If Rodon comes back healthy, it makes it easier to trade Severino. So that's a great point. And even if, I mean, if they traded for Giolito, I'd be happy. And you get a reliever too, I'd be happy. And I think they can get both. And like Joe Kelly, who Hector from Morning Brew pointed out to me about a week ago. He's playoff tested. He was with Boston. He's a bulldog. He's a gamer. It would add some fire to his pitching. And or Aaron Bummer, who's lefty, he's got controllable years, 3 more controllable years after this one. So those are the types of guys, and he's on the cheap, so they don't have to like go crazy in the offseason for relievers. Even though Josh Hader is going to be a free agent this offseason. So, and having a shutdown closer, which they haven't really proven to have right now, will be an intriguing move if they pursued Hader. If they did. Yeah, YouTube seems to be better. Yeah, unfortunately, Pittsburgh won't trade Reynolds for Sevy, but I like that. I like that idea, Buckeye. I like that idea. Dude, no, they're not, Empire. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. No. Anger about you going overboard. No, nobody's. You're the only one bringing it up, so don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. It's in the past. We're grown-ups. I think it's a combination of good and bad. Half our team is tradable. DFA candidates are doing. Yeah, I mean, I'm right in the middle for that on that one, Isai. But that's another good point. Yeah. The Dodgers do need a second baseman, especially since they lost to Gavin Lux. Was it Lux, I think, right? To a torn ACL. They do. Man, Sevy and Torres to the Dodgers would be crazy. Who can we get back for them is the question. That's a pretty good. I'm gonna look into that, D-Rod. That's a good one, dude. That is a good one. I'm gonna take a photo of your suggestion, your question. Yeah, we don't know, Jordan. We just don't know. Can we rely on Nestor yet? He hasn't gotten himself back to where he is, where he was. So I don't know. Well, that's the thing. If you get controllable talent for Sevy and for Torres, then the short-term hit could be worth their long-term gain. It's got to be legit value, though. Legit value. I don't care if we trade Torres for 6 prospects. I'd rather trade him for 2 that are good. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, absolutely. Andrea, hello. How are you? Yes. Man, anybody in here hasn't hit the like button. Hit the like button to celebrate this win today. This walk-off win. Our 5th walk-off of the season. I love it. Against a very good team. And it shows the pitching was very good today. Very good. Even on their side, freaking Michael Wacha. Like, my God. Kelly and Kopech. Yeah, that's an interesting one, Isai. I like that. I mean, the White Sox, if they decide to tear down, there's a lot of options there, which I think they'll be a logical trade partner for the Yankees because they have multiple players they can move. And I think the Yankees could put something together there. Baseball guy in New York, I think Vorfet would be a good idea. He's a master pitch framer, just like Trevino. So, I hope they put a Vorfet tomorrow to catch Cole. Apps, dude, you got a lot of apps. You don't get notifications from live stream, so definitely not from here. So, what's up, Sunil? Huh? You like that? You like that walk-off win, baby? Huh? Explain pitch development, pitch command. Well, I mean, essentially, you start off. I mean, the best way I could do it, being a former pitcher too, you start off with basically focusing on the fastball. Especially when you're a kid in Little League, you let your arm develop. You have to grow into your body. And while the musculature changes, your physiology changes until you're 18 to 21 years old. So, and then at that point, you start to develop some other pitches, which you generally do in high school. But you have to learn how to, it's just one of the things that's important. Some people have violent mechanics, some people don't. So working on your mechanics on a regular basis is key. Building up functional arm strength is key, and leg strength and lower body and upper, everywhere. So you need a healthy functional balance of strength in the body. And I can't underestimate having strong legs because it helps your strong arms. And then over time, you have to stay. And again, a good pitching coach will have you in rhythm too. Checkpoints, and not deviating from your mechanics just because you're on down or whatever. So that's the other thing too, Texas Buckeye. It's mechanics and development of your mechanics over time that will help you develop and improve as a pitcher, but not being afraid to modify them within the framework of a healthy pitching windup and healthy pitching a whole delivery. So if that makes sense, Texas. I mean, that's probably the best, most simple way to put it. Um, but it's that's kind of how I would do it. You keep it simple, Texas Buckeye. You let yourself grow into your body, and then once you grow into your body, you can add to the repertoire. You can change the repertoire. Depends on how well you recover things, and the things you do in between your starts too, or even your relief pitching, is important too. How do you recover? What do you do to maintain? If that makes sense too. So that does that make sense, Texas? Oh, a little drama with the pest control. Oh boy, fire Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman. Why? Who are you gonna bring that's better, Robert? Is the question. Who you replace them with, Robert? Is the question. You realize, I mean, like with the roster they have now, just the point, like they could have Casey Stengel here or Lou Piniella, and that doesn't guarantee them a World Series. It doesn't. You could have Joe Torre here, doesn't guarantee them a World Series. So, but who would you replace them with? Is my question. Liam Hendricks is building himself back up to play baseball, Billy, but he is cancer free. Thank goodness. Yeah, it looks like everybody seems to be good to go, Sunil, with the YouTube glitches, so which is good. I would trade Higgy if I was going to trade between the two. Trevino's much younger. Higgy, I think, has a little bit of value. So but they're going to keep Rortvedt up here. Rortvedt's got to be the platoon guy with Trevino. That we have a righty lefty combo on catchers who can both be very very good at pitch framing and calling games. That's what I would do. I like Higgy, but at this point, I'm going to go with Rortvedt is 5 years younger. The youth, anyway you can get it. Willie Adamus hitting the head by a foul ball in the dugout. Oh my goodness, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, dude, I love the walk-off wins too, Sunil. I love them. Love them. All right, we got 51 here. Let's try to get to 50 likes as quickly as we can, if you don't mind. Celebrate this today with the like button. I could see IKF is not getting DFA'd. It's neither Stanton. So they're not going to trade DJ or Holmes, Trevino. Who's telling you all this stuff? This your idea or somebody feeding you this, Robert? I'm just out of curious. Just curious. I'm just curious. So that's a lot of folks, and I generally don't hear that. But DFA and Donaldson, I think, could happen this year, Robert. I think could happen. Stan's got way too much on the books. There's no way he's getting DFA'd. Schmidt, possible. Holmes, I doubt, but you never know. Torres, I could see he's tradable. I've vouched for trading for him too, getting some value back. DJ, I can't see. Jake Bowers, possible. Willie Calhoun, maybe. Those guys could be DFA, Bauer and Calhoun or something like that. Higashioka, I think, could be traded. Trevino is not going anywhere. So that's just my opinion on that, Robert. But where do you get that list from? I'm curious. Respectfully curious, but I'm curious. What happens when Trevino retires? I don't know. I mean, they have to think about moving Higgy. If Rortvedt keeps playing well and he's doing a good job behind the plate, I would consider moving Higgy. I would. And I think he's got trade value, so there's no need to DFA him right away. So even the Cardinals, I mean, the Cardinals they just demoted. They just paid $90 million for Wilson Contreras for the catcher, and he's no longer a starting catcher. So the Cardinals are a logical spot for Kyle Higashioka. I don't think they're going to trade. Why would you trade IKF right now? He's got more value than a lot of the players here. And he's not going to be traded. He's on a low salary, so why would you trade him? There's so much hate for IKF. It's interesting. Messina was hardcore about anyone on the inside. Yeah, I'd agree. You got to let your body develop, Billy. You got to protect your arm. Let it grow fully. Let the ligaments and tendons, and that's most important, grow fully before you start throwing heavy-duty off-speed stuff on a regular basis. So I'm with Messina there. Oh. Everything's going down on Donaldson. It's a good question, Peanut. Donaldson, they might, I don't know, probably a Calhoun or a Bowers. I'm guessing, or Calhoun and Bowers for Donaldson and Stanton, but I don't know. We'll see what they do with Donaldson if he's going to stay healthy or whatnot. We'll see. That stinks anyway. Sorry, man, Sunil. Sorry that he wasn't nice to you today. That stinks. Yeah. Captain, player, manager. When's the last time that happened? Higgy, I'm with you, Joel. I mean, he's tradable. He's tradable, and I agree too, Sunil. Yeah, Liam Hendricks needs a full spring training, as does Rodon, which is what he's kind of building towards now. That's why they keep saying July, because he needs a few starts. You know, 2.5 hours of training. Nah. Jiu-jitsu and martial arts training. Believe me, 2 classes, 2.5 hours, 2 classes, but you get a lot out of that. You get a lot out of that. Girlfriend or not, there's no better feeling than getting a black belt in some martial art, especially jiu-jitsu. So there's no better feeling. So you keep doing what you're doing, NFE. Keep up the good work, bro. That's not, I mean, that's one of the tougher accomplishments, more valuable accomplishments in life, man. So well done, bro. I do think too, Jonathan. I think Calhoun will be DFA too. Yeah, it's kind of nice, Billy. Right? There's so many IKF haters, and it's just crazy. Yeah, yeah, he has. That's been the IKF hate's been fed to them by a lot of social media folks and a lot of other channels. They just feed nonstop hate to IKF. It's comical actually, but I'm not saying everybody that gets it there, but people are entitled to their own opinions. But we do know there are a couple of channels who just feed nonstop hate to IKF, nonstop hate to Boone, nonstop hate to Cashman, just nonstop. The talking points are the same on a regular basis. They don't become valuable at all. But it is what it is. Yeah, he got an ice bath. We saw it. Yes, it was fantastic. It's fantastic, text Buck. I got the ice bath from Judge. Got that right. And I guess been pretty valuable. Yeah, you got the walk off, baby. Winning a championship is never guaranteed, Davey. You're 100% right. Look at the payroll on the roster that the Mets have. There's no guarantee they're going to win the World Series. Look at the Padres. There's no guarantee they're going to win the World Series either. These guys are stacked with superstars. Stacked with superstars. And there's no guarantee. Andre, have a great day. Enjoy the day, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll wrap it up in a few minutes, too. Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And that's a different effect. I mean, you need your legs for Muay Thai. Well, you need your elbows, you need a lot of the body, but Muay Thai is all striking. BJ's not. You got commission, and I'll tell you, if you do BJJ second after another class, that's tough, especially if you roll rounds. And I think you can agree with that, right, NFE? It's it's tough. It's tough. Downingtown. There's a couple different places, NFE. Downingtown, PA, or Manhattan, New York, depending on where I'm at. Black belt Neiman Marcus 20. Couple of Yankee. Sunil's funny, man. Costco runs. I was doing that the other day. You go for 3 things, you come with 40. It happens to me all the friggin' time. You know the deal, NFA. It's mutual, bro. We appreciate each other, man. You got to have that background and know what it's like to be able to empathize. So I totally get it, man. Pedro, Taz. That's right. A W is a W. Winning. It's like Vin Diesel said in Fast and Furious. It doesn't matter winning by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, baby. That's what I'm saying. Trade with the Dodgers would be. Trade the Dodgers. Trade with the Diamondbacks if you want a lot of prospects. Trade with the White Sox if you want a lot of major league players. So there are teams, and I'm gonna come up. I'm working on a video for multiplayer trades, so that to consider for the deadline. So a Torres one, a Severino one, a Torres and Severino video. So I'm working on a couple of videos. So be on the lookout for that. If you're somebody in here and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so before you leave. That way you don't miss videos like that. So yeah, it's just crazy. It was IKF's first walk-off as a Yankee. It was bitter. I mean, it's sweet to have it, man. Really. It's nice to get that. And that was great when Volpe got it. It's great when IKF gets it. It feels good, man. And it feels good to have the whole crowd go nuts for him. I mean, it's a better feeling. Yeah, great bunt by Brady to move him over. Yep, move Greg Allen over to third. Yep. Has Cashman made a big time trade that worked a long time? Seems strengths. Big time trade. I think his last one was probably the last one he did with the White Sox. Todd Frazier, David Robertson, and Tommy Kahnle. He got them all three in one trade. The Bader trade was a pretty significant one, not a blockbuster, but he hasn't done many blockbuster trades. I mean, the Granderson one worked out really well. That was a blockbuster as a three-teamer. He doesn't do many blockbuster trades, huge ones. Which maybe he'll do on this deadline. We'll see. Well, I can that matters too. The intangible, yes, the attitude. He says, "I don't care what I do as long as I'm helping his team win." I mean, that's the type of attitude you want here. You know. So it was good weather today for baseball. Good weather today for baseball. I hear you, NFE. I hear you, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. You keep doing your thing. Pedro, say that again. Stack of stars, but they're under 500 in the standings. You see? Machado's not there, so I'll give him that. But even so, it doesn't guarantee anything. Get a Machado, Tatis, Soto, like that is a murderous lineup. Murderous. But there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. So Tatis, yeah, big time. I mean, Soto did it a little bit yesterday, but he's more pumped up than showboating like that Tatis did yesterday. So hopefully Cole just comes down and shuts them all down tomorrow. So Coleman, let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Get it, Garrett. Let's go. Costco pizza is pretty good, Billy, Texas. I don't know if you have, but Costco slices are pretty good. They're decent, soft. They're good. Tom Mel, yes, he did a good game. Yes, got that right. Got that right. Say it again, Texas. Judge went to the Met for IKF. Yes, he did. There are reasons why, and it's stuff like this. And I always like it when a guy of high character, a good guy, gets a walk-off win. It feels good, you know. And again, yeah, IKF. I mean, people bash that trade, but look, let's look back at it. Wortvett's here now. IKF is contributing. Is Severino with the Twins? No. He's getting DFA'd everywhere. Is Gio with the Twins? No. He's with the Angels. So where are the Twins benefiting? They're not. You know what I mean? That's the thing, too. Steals. Big win, baby. You got that right. I love these walk-offs. Love these walk-offs. And shout out to IKF, a guy who so many people hate, came through for the team today. We would not have won without him. Period. Okay? I like the bunt from Bader. Love it. Love Allen's speed, but IKF did the job. Shout out to him. Yeah, Sanchez got DFA'd everywhere. He got DFA'd the other day by the Mets again. So, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, so right now, I would bring up. I mean, guys, for those of you know, I'm going to be doing a live stream with Steels and Hector, guys, from Morning Brew, and Joey Caputo from the Shift, and we're going to talk about the trade chatter and the trade stuff that's going on. We're going to have what we're hearing, proposals, and all kinds of stuff. So I'll be going live with the boys. We're trying to confirm the time and the date. Maybe we could do it tomorrow if you guys are available. But I'm really looking forward to that. But we're going to get into this deeper. But some of the youngsters I would bring up, Oswald Peraza has got to come up. He's got to come up. Okay? I mean, really. And I can fly. I like that IKF. Yeah, I said this. And again, this is not a knock on Oswaldo Cabrera. I like him. But he needs to go down and refine some things, okay? He's got to refine his swing mechanics because he looks way overmatched too often. His defense is solid. Don't get me wrong, but I would send him down, let him work on a few things, and call him up when the time is right. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. And again, this is not a knock. I like Cabrera, but sometimes these things need to happen. Calhoun is another one. He'll probably get optioned out either when. I think when Stanton comes back or Donaldson, I think he'll be one of the corresponding moves. I think. D-Rod, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, myself, Morning Brew Boys, and the Shift. Yep. Very much looking forward to this. Great conversations with these guys. Great insights, great feedbacks. So, yes, exactly. He needs to gain some confidence, Steels. Yeah, 100%. 100%. No. I think, see, this is the thing, too. I would call up Peraza, and then I would move Volpe to second. This is not a knock on Volpe, but if you want to improve significantly the infield defense, I think that's the way to do it. And he boots a lot of balls that's short, makes it harder to get guys out of first. He can boot balls at second, a little bit easier to get guys out of first because he hustles, doesn't have lazy spells like Liberatores does. So that's what I would do in the meantime. I would move Volpe to second, bring up Peraza at third. And again, he is elite defensively. We need the best defender at shortstop. So you're not third. We need the best defender at shortstop. And you can move DJ, who's also pretty much elite defensively at third base, which massive upgrade in defense just by doing that one move. And Rizzo, who's elite defensive first, we have all in all elite defensive infield. And again, we need that. Well, that's true too. We need, yes, that's a good point too, Texas. We need the kids to let the game slow down. Yeah, and not put too much pressure on them. And I think Peraza, look, I'll say this. Okay, there were some scouts recently who admitted they thought Peraza was more major league ready than Volpe. Okay, and I don't disagree. Volpe's intangibles are different. His intangibles are different than Peraza's, but yeah, see, take the pressure off Volpe, right? And it's a good point. I don't think we need to do anything to take pressure off Peraza, which is why I would have him at shortstop. He is smooth as butter at shortstop. I want that butter guy at shortstop. I want the fire guy at second. Pedroia was fire more than he was smooth. He got the job done. I think he resembles Pedroia more than he does Jeter, in my opinion. Volpe. Okay, Peraza is absolutely freaking elite with the glove, and he's a really good hitter. And he's already hit 300 last year in a small sample size. He's hitting 350 now. He's a point right now. Like, we got to get him up here. Yeah, and he started today. Yes, he did. Steals. Yes, he did. So these are things that I think about all the time, D-Rod. I mean, as just a former player, I'm constantly thinking about this stuff. So what could be the little things that aren't flashy that can help make the team better as a whole? And I do think Peraza at short, Volpe to second. Again, do it now while it's still fresh, while Volpe's still young in his career and still waiting for years, and then being considered an even bigger mistake to do it 3 years from now, if Volpe continues to be a little bit rough at shortstop. Do it now. Let them have their career to build into this stuff. This could be a formidable duo. This is not something I would be waiting for. So, again, I don't know if everybody agrees with me, but that's just my point of view on it. Yeah, I don't think there's much NASCAR stuff with Pari up in here, so just as a heads up. Yep. Hickey could be sent down. Yeah, they could DFA him, but I think he has trade value. Peanut, I do. You don't have to send him out to DFA. You can option him. DFA is like the first step of cutting a player. Optioning, I think he's got options. I think at least one, so they could do that. I'm waiting to confirm the days and times, Sunil. We haven't, we're trying to line up a time and a day that works for everybody. So, but you'll know. I'll put it out. I'll put it out in the video too, as a part of the video. So, I'll promote it everywhere. But that's too many. Yeah, I know folks would rather keep Torres. I get it. I personally would move Torres and keep Peraza, but that's just me. Even if Donaldson played the rest of the year, he's elite defensively. So the elite defense would be there. We have that problem with Torres in the defense, so it's a risk, but it could be a worthwhile one, I think. And that's the thing. I don't want to wait too long. Forget this admitting mistake, ego, baloney that so many people talk about. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. It's a smart baseball move. Don't let people plant this ridiculous ego seed in people's heads. Exactly, D-Rod. Yes, sir. Peraza. Yeah, but at that point, who's going to play at shortstop? Maybe Oswaldo Cabrera. Give him time, but I would move. I would option out Oswaldo Cabrera too right now. But I would do it like if I move Peraza up here, that's when I would move Volpe to second and give them time to adjust together because he knows he'd have a viable teammate at shortstop who he's played with for years that would be there to help him in either way. So I would start them in day one. That's what I would do. You got a lot of guys. Wells done him, Chaparro done him, Jones. Yeah. No repeat of Chaparro at all. Somebody likes Chaparro. Well, I like him too. I like him too. Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a little bit of trade value, and I do think Higgy has a little bit of value. And he's a good guy. He's a good player. He's a pro, so I think he has some value for some teams. I think the Yankees just getting too deep on catcher now, unfortunately. But one of our best bats, but he's also one of our worst ones when he's cold. And you combine that with inconsistent defense, it worries me. Did you hear the new rumor Nick's getting? Why? He's like 40 years old. He's not gonna put him in the championship. He couldn't even do it with the Lakers. With a better roster. I wouldn't. What's the point? What's the point? I wouldn't do it. But I hadn't heard that. But so thank you for the heads up, Dave. I really, for those that haven't seen, new rumor with Knicks getting LeBron James. Oh God. If he's a free agent, maybe. If you got to trade, you got to give up half the team for him. Hell no. Yes, they do. And this is the thing. We can afford to trade Torres because you have Oswaldo Cabrera who can come in and replace him credibly. So, and that's the key. I don't know. We're saying it. I'm saying it, but not in the same trade. I would trade Sevy and try to get offense back for him. Okay. I would trade Torres and try to get Giolito. Okay. And then in a separate trade, try to get another starter. But if you can't, if you can get Giolito, and to me, you got somebody who's also going to be a free agent. Okay, in this offseason. Again, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But he hasn't had the massive injury history that Luis Severino. I would hate Severino to be dominant, and all of a sudden he gets hurt in September, and we can't use him for the playoffs at all. And it's a month past the deadline. We couldn't do anything about it. I would rather add to the pitching rotation. Even if you get two starters, who freaking so what? Well, I know it's an unpopular based on how we pitched today. I get it, but he's still a guy I would move. He's also going to be at the end of the season, so you might as well get what you can for him. If he's pitching elite, then you can get a lot for him. Let somebody overpay at this point. And if man, always a pleasure, brother. Go get some rest. Get some fuel in your body if you haven't eaten and drank yet. So speed up that recovery. That's it. For 2 decades of martial arts, put something in your body within 30 seconds. I mean, 30 minutes after you train, if you can. It'll definitely help aid your recovery. Judge goes cold too. Yes, he does. He's also not going anywhere either. So we'll see. Chaparro would be nice. I think if Donaldson has another setback, they're either going to bring up Chaparro or Peraza. You can move him to the bullpen. I mean, again, just make sure you get a starter, right? In any trade, if you're going to move Severino to the bullpen, you have to replace him in the rotation. It's got to be that way. But that's not a bad idea, move. And some folks have suggested that here. That's a good suggestion. It's a good suggestion. That's the thing too. Yeah, I mean, he does strike out a lot of solo home runs. So, and he does get a lot of strikeouts, Judge. So that's something he's going to work on. He's got 9 years to do it. So, and but he's clutch when he needs to be too. So the strikeout thing will happen over time. But if he keeps being clutch, it's going to make it a little bit more livable. If that makes sense. 200 at bottom four. Yeah, I'm telling Melly. Yeah. Bottom line, I'm hitting about 200. Yeah. And that's the thing, Stephen B. If he gets hurt in September, we're done. We're screwed. Right? So I'd rather replace him and get somebody back who's healthy and just a little bit more reliable. So, yes, and he has one more setback, Donaldson. I think the Yankees I'm guessing they're probably hoping for it. I could see a roster move happen. Like it's going to be Peraza or Chaparro, in my opinion. So teams are moving away from starting pitching. It's pitching by committee. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's certain teams that like to do it, Davey, but consistency in pitching is important. But I mean, I'd rather have like a Braves type where Cole is like we don't have 4 just dog aces. We're lucky that Cole stays durable. He throws hard. Severino hasn't had that same look. So unfortunately, Rodon's doing fine. He's recovering well. He's due back at the beginning of July. Going to get him in some rehab games, and so he's not that far back. I would think so, Tez. Bounce on the chop block. I would think so. At the very least, a DFA. I would think so. You trade Severino, they're gonna get value for him. Just like if you trade Torres, they're gonna get value for him. So I mean, Cashman's not gonna get poop for these guys. He knows that they have value. So I do think but anyway, let me wrap this up. It's Saturday. Go enjoy your day. Thank you so much for coming on. The Yankees freaking walk off. Number 5 of the season. Let's keep going. GC, Garrett Cole, our big man. Our ace is on the mound tomorrow. Let's go. Peace and love to all of you. Happy Memorial Day if I don't see you tomorrow, Monday. But we'll be back tomorrow to keep doing this. Love you, gang. Talk to y'all next time.